Hello and welcome, rather a beautiful welcome to a place that is often referred to as Jannat, as paradise, as the pride of India, the Taj of India. My name is Amita Vadva and we are doing this special broadcast from the Royal Springs Golf Course in Srinagar Valley, and I don't know if the camera does justice. It is absolutely mesmerizing and breathtaking. And to talk about as far as the valley here is concerned, of course it is beautiful. The mountains are mesmerizing. The weather is perfect. It's not too cold. It's not too warm. Yes, a little bit of rain. It started to drizzle. But we have a very special guest here on the broadcast as we talk about Kashmir and its dark history. The complex web, exactly when it comes to haunt several decades of Kashmir, the valley, what all has it gone through. And this is a historic occasion because it is almost after 4 decades that we are looking at a red carpet premiere of a movie taking place in Kashmir Valley. Yes, it is almost exactly after 38 years. And to portray that, of course, 3 hours in a film will not do justice, but we should never forget when it comes to the sacrifice, the bravery, the valor that has been shown by our brave Jawans. And to put that in perspective, especially a story of a brave BSF commandant inspired by true events, let's introduce a very special guest joining us here on the podcast. Well, Imran Hashmi, he doesn't need any introduction.
Hello, hi.
How are you, Imran?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, very well. Of course, we're going to finish up before it actually starts to pour down, but we also have Tejas Deoskar, who is the director of the movie. We are speaking of Ground Zero, by the way. The trailer is absolutely gripping, Tejas.
Thank you.
We've seen that it is something that you want to watch, not just only from a perspective that we talk about a lot of Mardhar and all of that perspective. There is a human angle as well, emotional angle as well. Would you want to talk about that? What made you, what inspired you to make a movie like Ground Zero?
So I think the media has always talked about Kashmir and its position in the entire situation, but I think the ground reality is much different. And when we came here and we saw what exactly the fabric, social fabric is here, we personally believe that yes, there is a lot behind what we actually see in the media, and the story also talks about that because when the real incident happened, it was not only about just go and kill, but actually they wanted to bring everybody together, and that's the entire thought behind it. So that's exactly the thought I wanted to bring in the film as well. So that is why we have also kept the human angle, because it is always human. It is not always a 2D angle that there is a police and there is a chore. It's beyond that.
But 2001 was a dark chapter, especially when it comes to Indian politics, Kashmir Valley, lot of terror attacks, not a good time as well as for the people who have been living here. They have been terrorized, they have been living in fear for decades now. Do you believe that the situation has changed? As far as the portrayal of the 2001 time to that operation that was carried out, do you believe that you have been able to portray that year, 2001?
See, 2001 and 2003, that those 2 years we are trying to show in the film, and the operation happened in 2003. So it definitely changed the fabric here, and as we spoke to Mr. Dubey, who gave us the insight, Jaish-e-Mohammed, whose head Ghazi Baba was, after he was eliminated, it was a long peace time which Kashmir saw. It was a relative peaceful time, but a long time which Kashmir saw after a long, almost
12 to 13 years
15 years.
No,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so definitely this incident made an impact, and it did not got limited to Kashmir only. It actually impacted the entire nation, because Ghazi Baba was the person who planned attack on the parliament in 2001. So he was a national terrorist. So definitely this event had a huge impact on the entire nation.
So Imran, let's talk about your role now, because you're playing, as far as the story is concerned, as I said, it is based on real life true events. Now when we talk about the role of NN Dubey, a BSF commandant, exactly where do you see yourself as a role? How was it difficult? Was it challenging? How did you step into the shoes of a BSF Jawan?
Well, it definitely was challenging, physically, mentally, emotionally. I think when you're playing a role of this nature, when we are used to playing more fictionalized characters on screen, you can use a lot more of your imagination. Here, of course, there's imagination, but more you have to be true to the book, to the person's personality. And thankfully, in this film, we had complete access to the BSF from the word go, from the narrative that we were putting to paper. Everything was taken to the BSF, so we did a lot of fact checking. I was in touch with Mr. Dubey to get nuances about that time, what was his mindset, what was his family life like.
And a decorated officer.
What was his inner turmoil when he was going through this operation? It was not easy. There were a lot of things that were involved. It was a tough time for him, a testing time for him and his family. So that access to these officers, to Mr. Dubey, is a one of a kind experience. It's something that we live for as actors, and you could really sink your teeth into a role like this, and I found it very fulfilling.
How was the transition like, from a hero who has portrayed mainly, romantic roles, coming to a position where you have to play as a national hero, a national pride? How was that transition like for you?
Well, a film like this, you're putting up someone's life on celluloid on the big screen, and you get that one chance, and it's there for posterity. So you have to be very sensitive with the way you portray it. Of course, when you don this uniform, it comes with responsibility. It is representing the BSF, the officers, the Jawans. Big responsibility. You're putting up Mr. Dubey's life there. His family and him are going to see it, which they did, and they were like, there was a moment of kind of pride when they came out and said that it was almost like reliving that moment, and was all the drama and the emotions, that swell came back. So that was a huge moment for our entire crew. And I think for any role, there is like I said, the physical, mental and psychological aspect. So there was the whole training. I had to look there was certain
How many months did it take?
Well, there was a good lead up. I had got a good 6 to 7 months to train to get a certain physique and form. So I started weight training a lot, eating a lot.
Eating a lot?
Yeah,
usually you're the opposite.
I eat way less.
Okay.
So to kind of build that kind of commanding frame on screen, I had to weight train a lot, lift heavy weights,
Did you
and
go
eat
through
a
that
lot.
grueling exercise training?
A lot. Thankfully, I have a very regimented and disciplined life. I don't get up like 4:35 like Jawans do. I get up at 6, quite close. But still, I think when you have a disciplinary lifestyle, that discipline kind of reflects and shows on screen. So that thankfully was there.
So you're saying, Tejas, major part of the film was shot here in the Kashmir Valley.
Yes.
If you can tell us, your experience going to different locations, how was it like to portray as real life as possible?
Well, that was fabulous, because anyway Kashmir is so beautiful, and whatever we have heard of it, seen of it, was absolutely to the mark. But we've also gone to some places where actually tourists don't even think about going. For two reasons. One, they are not aware of those locations because they are very, very local, and of course sometimes there are security threats as well. But because this film was backed by BSF, and of course the government here, administration was also very, very helpful. So we could actually go to the locations which were part of the real story. We could go there, we could shoot. So one of those locations is right in front, Dal Lake, but not the Dal Lake that we see.
Okay.
There is a world behind that Dal Lake. It's almost like a backwaters, and there are many islands, and people live on those islands, small islands, 15 houses, 10 houses. But the world inside is amazing. I mean, you can see in the film, you'll see the visuals and you'll recognize that, okay, this is that part. Also, there is a town, old town, which is almost about 500 years back. Like, it's a 500 years old town. We shot in that town as well.
Okay.
So all these elements we could add to the story visually, and we wanted to make it as authentic as possible. Of course, we shot some part of it in Mumbai as well, because there are certain limitations when you're shooting, like you can't do blasts on real locations and all. So we need to have a controlled atmosphere. But apart from that, as much as possible, we tried to stick to the reality. We also shot in Baramulla. I think that's also the first. I don't remember anybody telling me that there was a film shot in Baramulla. But all of that, when you see on the screen, the efforts that went inside the entire process, you are satisfied to see what you see on the screen.
Was the family, as Imran was saying, as far as...
Absolutely, they were delighted.
They were delighted?
They were also slightly emotional, because they actually relived that moment, and I'm sure that moment must have been very hard for them, because...
So, portraying as far as a Jawan, of course, in uniform, we see a completely different picture. That is what is portrayed to us through news, through films. But your film has a different emotional connect that I began with.
Yeah.
A Jawan also has a family.
Absolutely.
And that family connect, how does the family struggle? Of course, they are very proud, people. They know that their son or whoever in their family is part of the Indian forces. But there is always a fear in their mind. Now we don't know what will happen, especially when it comes to Kashmir. And you're portraying Kashmir when terror possibly was at its peak. What is the family angle, the emotional angle that you have tried to portray through this film?
So what we learned from discussions with Dubey sir is that the family accepted the life, but of course they had to go through the same emotions. Maybe not going to the front, maybe not facing the terrorists, but being at home and not knowing whether your father or your husband gonna return tonight or not. It's a very fearful feeling. But I think that fear also kept them going, because when you don't have any fear, you are actually careless. But the soldiers are not. So they also think about their families. They also think about going back and having a peaceful life, and that's why they are fighting for it. So I think it's a very nice blend a soldier has, and also family is the place where they can actually be themselves. They have to keep a different face outside. They have to keep that courageous face, and of course they are. But at home they can go and relax, and they can be themselves. They can let go of their stresses and irritations and fears, and then come back rejuvenated the next day. So I think family is extremely important, and the support of family. I mean, you can't imagine a soldier without a family.
Absolutely. And times, when we interview the soldiers at the borders there, and especially at the time when the entire country is celebrating festivals, they are there, they are enjoying, they are, like Diwali, like Holi, they are celebrating, dancing, but they always say that people of India, you also enjoy and celebrate. Don't worry about us. We are here to guard the borders so that you can sleep peacefully. That has been always the message that has come from our Jawans, and we salute them for that. Imran, what about your fan following here? I believe I've heard some stories about many of the fans also coming to the locations to watch you.
I've had a fantastic time shooting in Srinagar, because incidentally it was the first time I visited Srinagar for Ground Zero, and we've seen these picturesque postcard pictures of the lake, and it was just seeing those postcards come to life when I stepped into Srinagar. And yeah, I think the people over here are so warm, so kind. The 30-40 days that we were shooting here, they've just been so... I mean, the support system that we've got from the BSF and from the locals has made this film possible, and the smooth shooting possible.
Is there any Kashmiri culture that you've imbibed, or you've taken to your liking, like the food, any specific kind of that, or you've been talking about the people over there?
I'm a very boring eater. Like I told you, for this role I had to prep, and I had the same meals that I have every day. So it's, like I said, a very regimented, very disciplined form of eating. I probably must have binged into the kebabs the last day of shoot, when I got some relief from the shoot, because we had a grilling shoot schedule. We were shooting almost every day, and there were action sequences, there were emotional sequences, getting up early in the morning, shooting late at night, and all real locations, because that's the authenticity in this film. Not too much of the work has been done on the Mumbai sets, because once you do that, there's a certain artificial, synthetic quality that comes in films. I think what is great about what Tejas has done with this film, that everyone at Excel did, is that they got the entire crew into the BSF facility. We've shot there with their trucks. We've got the arms and ammunition from that time, done the research. Yeah, we've done target practice. We've had the BSF soldiers very kind to kind of show us the nuances, saluting protocols between seniors and juniors, taking cover while firing. Those little things that otherwise it just hurls the audience out when you have actors go don uniforms, just reach up on set without any research or any
work. And respect for them then just skyrockets. So you feel that sense of being an officer when you have your shooting going on here, and you right next to you there's a training camp, and you have the BSF officers taking orders there or doing their morning rituals. You just feel the vibe over there. So you can give us a BSF salute. How does the BSF?
It's over here. It's like this. It took me a lot of time to get this, because it's supposed to be at the right angle, right next to the eyebrow. So yeah, so it's. We had a BSF officer who was always on set, who used to actually the first 3 days correcting me. He said, "No, it's going down. It has to be right here."
Was it hard for them?
They were very sweet. They were very sweet and kind. I think we were very hard on them. We used to ask them a lot of questions about everything. I have asked Mr. Dubey so many questions about what happened back then, but he was so sweet, and all these BSF officers were so sweet. Wouldn't have been possible without the support.
So speaking of Kashmiri culture, Kashmiri music, Of course, that is something also that sets apart. Is it a part of the, the movie as well?
Not as a song per se, but of course it's in the background score. We hear Kashmiri songs and Kashmiri music ka flavor. But mostly this, there is also a thought behind it, because BSF has a lot of people from all over the country. So when we are talking about a story which is a pan-India story, we wanted to keep it neutral in a way, but at the same time it should also appeal to everybody. So Kashmir visually we are seeing, we are watching every part of it, nuances of people, how they talk, how their dialects are. So one funny incident, we had casted a younger guy, very important and very good actor. So he's from Srinagar and he wants to be an actor in Mumbai. So he worked on his dialect for 2 years and he got rid of that, and I said no, you have to get it back.
I'm thinking I'm getting on me, because after
Yeah,
hearing the people over here, I
yeah.
think it's come on me. I've become influenced because of it. But
It's a very
speaking about
sweet language.
yes, and of course the music that I've been talking about, Soul and They.
Oh, that's a soulful,
I think already
more
the
soulful
teaser
track.
and the music itself, when I was watching the song and how it was, portrayed, over 30 million views already.
Already. Yeah.
And So Lende, what exactly was that, heart-touching moment that
Yeah.
it actually straight goes to your heart when you hear that music,
Yeah,
when you hear
yeah.
that song? What is the story behind it?
So basically, that again is a portion in the film where you lose your sleep because of the situation you are in. And I mean, I can't reveal much about the story right now, but it
But
comes at a
Zubin and
point.
Imran are already a blockbuster combination.
And Tanishq, you can't forget Tanishq
Yes.
for that. So yeah, so we are looking forward to bring on other 3 songs also. So hopefully they will also reach out to more people.
So Imran, 38 years later, we are actually looking at a movie having a red carpet premiere here.
Yeah.
What do you have to say on that? How excited are you for that?
Well, it's a huge moment of privilege and honor that our film Ground Zero is getting this red carpet treatment in Srinagar. I think it is something that's so symbolic. It just because just culturally, also for cinema over here, it's a place that needs to return, and the perception of normalcy needs to return in the minds of everyone in India. We are a crew that came here to shoot for this film, and we had no problems whatsoever. There was no safety. I mean, there was no safety concern. I think everything went off smoothly. We didn't have any issues here
Nothing.
shooting. Even we had tight security here, but still the civilian areas wherever we shot, we had no issues. We shot like it was like almost a breeze. I think more crews should come here, shoot their films over here. I think there should be more theatres here, so we have more films
Yes.
releasing and
Yes.
more events and screenings over here.
I think we have a nightlife over here in Srinagar also. that is
We
also
have seen
fabulous.
it. We when we were shooting next to the lake, that's what I'd see on Friday and Saturday. I used to ask
Yeah, yeah,
Tejas, I was like, "Itna traffic
Who
here,
would have
it's
thought?
like Bombay.
That
it's
is
like
exactly
Mumbai,
my thought
like
when
yeah.
we came out of the airport. It's like, yeah, jam
It's
lagta
like
hai.
this is a party city on Friday,
Absolutely.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Everyone's out about eating and spending time by the lake. It's
Yeah.
like, in the equivalent of Mumbai, maybe Bandstand or Carter or Marine Drive. A lot of people. I think this is a nice feeling of normalcy in a place that for the longest time has had such a turbulent time in the past. And when you talk to the BSF officers and you talk to the authorities here, they say that now thankfully the incident rates have gone down and things are getting back to normal. I think it's time, and a lot of tourist influx also.
Oh, yes.
We see a lot of, and right now I just talking to the
record-breaking
people,
actually, yes.
my driver and the security, they're saying all the hotels are full.
Yes.
Because the tourists have taken all the places, all the hotels. And this is normalcy.
And we're looking at the weather even right now. Of course, we can hear the thunder
Beautiful.
rolling, but it's not too cold.
Yeah.
It's not too hot. It's actually perfect.
It's
Where
perfect,
you and I are coming from, the temperatures have gone beyond 38
Yeah.
degrees
We
already.
are just
so
telling
this
him
will
that
be
this is a
perfect.
place where, even though I'm not much of a golf fan, I want to come here every day and learn golf just because of this view. I don't know if the camera does this
We're just hoping
justice,
that it
but
does that.
it's just, this is paradise.
We've already clicked a million pictures already.
paradise.
But Tejas, coming from a production house that has already done films like Lakshya and also now doing Ground Zero, do you believe that the production house also had a sense of what is the kind of portrayal, how the movie needs to be made, especially when it comes to showing our jawans?
So right from the word go, we were very clear that we are catering to a subject which is very real, and we wanted to show it in the most real possible way. Of course, as a film, we have to take some liberties, but that is not going to change the authenticity of the film. So and coming from Excel, I mean, Farhan and Ritesh they have always been very supportive, and So that part we are already kept in mind, and we worked on that. Never ever we thought that okay, let's make it slightly, one notch up, just to make it commercial.
So special credit to Ritesh and Farhan.
Absolutely, they stood by the subject and they stood by me. I think I can't thank them enough, because for me this is a huge leap from my previous films, and to tell a story like this where there could be questions, there could be incidents, but they said don't worry about that, let us handle that. You focus on
We
making the
often
film.
see in the news, especially when it comes to certain movies, and then when they quote controversy. But Imran, what do you have to say to your viewers, to your fans, when it is hitting the theatres, and of course making that appeal that please go and watch the movie in your nearest theatre?
Well, the film is releasing on the 25th of April in all cinemas across the country. I think, like I was when I heard the script for the first time, it is such an unbelievable, extraordinary tale of our brave, courageous BSF officers and their sacrifices, and how they planned this mission for 2 years and brought down the most dreaded terrorist organization, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Ghazi Baba. The repercussions of this and the positive consequences were for 13 years this terrorist organization was crippled because of this operation. Then of course there was the Pathankot air base attack, which was planned by the Jaish-e-Mohammed, but because of this operation 13 years of no insurgency from Jaish-e-Mohammed. So that is the significance of this operation. It's something all Indians should watch. Feeling of patriotism, the feeling of making us feel proud to be Indians and just proud of our security forces.
So do not forget, put it on your calendar time. It's the 25th of April. Hitting at your nearest theatres is the movie Ground Zero. Wrapping up, of course, it started to rain now. It's almost pouring. But thank you very much.
Thank you so
Tejas,
much.
thank you, Imran.
Thank you.
It's been a
Thank you.
pleasure
Thank you.
having
Thank
you
you.
here with us. That's a wrap from my side. This is Amita wrapping up from this very beautiful and scenic paradise, which is Kashmir.